Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Our top story this hour: on the 1-month anniversary of the Parkland massacre, students across the country march out of class demanding stricter gun laws and an end to school violence.
Sarasota Manatee County students joined the 3,100 schools nationwide in coordinated walkouts. Booker High School students going above and beyond today. That's where ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick joins us live tonight to show us what took place today at the school and explain how these students are feeling this evening. Jess?
Jacqueline, Scott, in unison today around 10 a.m., students walked out of schools all across the country and spent 17 minutes outside. That's 1 minute for each of the 17 victims of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting victims. But here at Booker High School, they did things a little differently. A march out of class and into the school gymnasium, where one by one students spoke their minds.
The man who created the AR-15 designed it as, and I quote, a military-grade weapon to give our soldiers an advantage over the AK-47. If its intention is to be a weapon of war, why has it been allowed to become a weapon against our children?
For some, it was a message of stricter gun laws.
What do I want to change? I'd like to see more gun reform being passed so that people who have prior history do not have access to those guns.
For others, it was simply a push to speak up.
We are the future. In fact, we are the now. Please do not let anyone make you feel as though because you are young, you do not have much to offer.
The change is gonna come, yes it will.
The protests remarkably different than the 17 minutes of silence happening at other schools.
This movement is not about silence, it's about being heard. I think it impacted a lot of students besides those who chose not to participate, and that's fine.
But the day wasn't just about changing the future. It was also about remembering those in the past. So one by one, students released these dove balloons into the sky in memory of each person gunned down exactly 1 month ago.
Gina Montalto.
Students here at Booker High School say that their administrators embraced what they were doing and actually helped them carry it out. For that, students say they're grateful. Reporting live at Booker High School, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Jess, thank you. Students at Bayshore High School also staging a walkout today. The group gathering in the school's courtyard for 17 minutes of silence to honor the victims of the Parkland shooting. In Charlotte County, no student walkouts were held today in any of the county's 3 high schools. Instead, students and staff decided to honor those lost their lives with a memorial service.
Congress making an effort to improve safety in schools today in the wake of those walkouts. The House approving a bill that authorizes $500 million over 10 years for grants to improve training and coordination between schools and local law enforcement. The goal to help identify signs of potential violence before they occur. The vote marks the first gun-related action by Congress since the February attack.
A judge entering a plea of not guilty today for the man accused of that deadly school shooting. Grand jury indicting 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz last week of 17 counts of first-degree premeditated murder and 17 counts of first-degree attempted murder. Today's plea came after Cruz's defense attorney told the judge the teen was standing mute to the charges, meaning he was declining to enter a plea.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast this evening. Bob?
Jacqueline and Scott, a cold start this morning. Temperatures down into the low to mid 40s. Fairly nice finish with temperatures today into the mid 60s, but still well below the average. And you can see the waves a little high on the Gulf of Mexico there at the Casey Key webcam with some high surf moving on. Winds will still be a little bit on the breezy side tonight and tomorrow morning. But the sea state should calm down by tomorrow afternoon. 62 degrees right now. More importantly, look at the dew point, 30 degrees. That's extremely low, and that makes that humidity in a dangerous category for fires as winds out of the north-northwest at 16 miles an hour. If any fires were to start, they would spread rapidly because of that low humidity and a bit of a breeze. Now, 62 degrees in Jacksonville right now, 68 in Orlando, 65 in Pensacola, still 71 into Miami now. The high fire danger exists mainly in our inland counties, but still it's here too. And you can see the area in blue. That's a freeze warning, so we're expecting freezing temperatures as far south as Levy County tonight, and that'll be in effect until 9 a.m. For us, no freezing temperatures, but boy, we'll feel Pretty cold tomorrow with any kind of breeze, with temperatures expected in the upper 30s to low 40s inland, mid to upper 40s right near the area beaches, 48 Longboat Key, 45 into Braden, and under clear skies. We'll talk about a warm up for the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. Hearts are heavy here on the Suncoast tonight. A beloved member of our community and our ABC7 family has died. Dr. Edward James II dedicated his life to making the Suncoast a better place to live for families now and future generations.
Dr. James touched a countless number of lives here on the Suncoast. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo has a look back at his influential life.
Dr. Edward James dedicated his life to journalism, fighting for equal rights and being a voice for the voiceless. He was part of a family that had a storied history of civil rights activism and spent decades serving as a leader of the African American community. Both personally and professionally, Dr. James helped make the Suncoast a better place. Dr. James had an extensive background in government and public relations. His career included jobs as a columnist and government reporter, as well as a public information officer and deputy chief investigator for the state attorney's office for the 12th Judicial Circuit of Florida. Dr. James joined the ABC7 family back in 1972 as a weekend news anchor. That year, he also started producing and hosting the show Black Almanac.
Good morning. I'm Ed James, and this is Black Almanac.
It is now the longest airing locally produced public affairs program in the southeastern United States. Over the years, Black Almanac helped shed a light on concerns of the African American community, specifically Newtown. Dr. James fought for justice for a mother whose son was killed in an officer-involved shooting. He also invited law enforcement officials, local and state government leaders on the show regularly to get answers on what they were doing for the people in our communities. In 2017, Black Almanac celebrated its 45th anniversary. But it was the work Dr. James did outside the show that also made a lasting difference. Dr. James helped with the desegregation of the Sarasota County Public Library. He also served as a mentor for both adults and young people.
It was Ed James that impacted my life.
Including the principal of Booker High School, Dr. Rachel Shelley, by helping her graduate college. Dr. James also helped facilitate improvements in the Newtown community, including a new dugout at the Newtown Estates baseball field, so players would be protected from bad weather. That dugout is now dedicated in honor of Dr. James. Dr. James also spent decades working with nonprofit groups, including the NAACP, Coalition of African American Leadership, North Sarasota County Civic League, and many more. Dr. James was honored with a Lifetime Service Award and a Freedom Award by the Sarasota County NAACP. He was also given the Lifetime Achievement Award by the Sarasota African American Chamber of Commerce. Dr. James is survived by his wife Helen and 3 children. He was 78 years old.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb.
And I'm Ray Collins. The deadline to file your taxes is now 1 month away.
We're going to talk to a local accountant and have the 3 most important tips you should know before you file. That's tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
Over the next several days, we'll take that walk toward warmer weekend temperatures. We'll talk about the timing of that warm-up bright and early tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you. Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking a digital media producer to write and post fresh content to our website in real time. Excellent writing skills and newsroom experience required. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
Alex Karras Lincoln's 40th anniversary sale. Drive a brand new 2018 Lincoln MKC for $279 per month or the Lincoln MKZ for $299 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, where our mission statement is consistent commitment. Every client, every time. Located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Come experience the rugged capability and luxurious comfort of a new Ram truck and get big savings during Ram Truck Month at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Ram trucks. Get the all-new redesigned 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $23,999. Or save big and get $10,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Florida Studio Theater presents Blue Suede Shoes, celebrating the birth of rock and roll. From the father of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, to the king himself, Elvis Presley, this musical review features such great hits as Rock Around the Clock, Mustang Sally, Johnny B. Good, and of course, Blue Suede Shoes. Critics are calling Blue Suede Shoes a burst of rock history, dynamic and high voltage. Audiences are calling it phenomenal. Blue Suede Shoes has been held over by popular demand. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
An investigation is underway in Northport tonight following a stabbing this morning that left one man dead.
Investigators identifying the stabbing victim as John Christopher Ludwig of Port Charlotte. Law enforcement have had contact with Ludwig in the past in connection to a different case. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from Northport tonight with more of this ongoing investigation. Rick?
Yeah, good evening, Jacqueline and Scott. Horrible tragedy happened here in Northport, and we are still finding out more details. The investigation does continue. I'm joined by Josh Taylor. He is a spokesperson with Northport. And Josh, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
What do we know so far? What happened here?
Yeah, basically shortly before 7 o'clock this morning, a woman says she was attacked while she was getting out of her car to go into her home. We also got a report of a man injured a couple blocks away, lying in the road. We were quickly able to correlate that they are related and basically quickly listen to her side of the story. He's quickly pronounced dead, and you know, it matches up. She was attacked by this guy and was able to fight him off, and he's the one who ended up deceased from his own knife.
How do the two know each other?
They were roommates at one point, dating back months and months and months. He wanted more of a relationship going forward, and she did not, blocking him, his phone, and those sorts of things. And it unfortunately came to today.
Now, is this the same John Ludwig that we're hearing could be connected to the Natalee Holloway case?
Well, certainly if you Google his name, you'll find lots of information. You'll find his rendition of his connection to it all. Was very vocal about it all. I know he's been interviewed by all the proper authorities and was never arrested in this case, but he certainly has a tale that he tells, and we do know that he was in fact friends with one of the main suspects in that case.
Okay, and she, the woman, is not going to be charged at all in the stabbing death?
As from all the information, all the evidence we have so far, she will not be charged. She was a victim. From everything that we can tell so far, until that changes, she should be considered that way.
Okay, that's Josh Taylor. Thank you so much. He is a spokesperson for the Northport Police Department. Again, a stabbing death this morning here in Northport. We'll have more details coming up later this evening. Reporting live from Northport, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thanks so much.
Well, stay with us. The Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert weather forecast when we come back.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
So Matt told me to meet him at 7 a.m. sharp right here. It is now 7:01 a.m. You think Matt would leave without me? Hey, is Matt here?
Long con.
Long gone.
Just missed him.
Just missed him.
All done.
Mr. Sparky guarantees they're on time and the repair is free, so chop chop.
Call 888
Sparky.
Matt, you started without me.
I finished without you, too.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closet story.
According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need, because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather, and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7, we're here for you.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Could this be the last real cold night this winter?
I'm not going to say it is. I mean, I think we'll get another cold front that'll come through to cool us down. Maybe not in the 30s like we may see in some places tonight, but 40s not out of the question. So it's not quite over yet, even though spring is coming up Tuesday of next week. Wow. So maybe the groundhog got it right. A little confused, though, because February was too warm. KCK webcam showing a nice-looking sunny afternoon, but albeit on the cool side. I'm sure some of you guys can attest to that. Walking up and down some of the area beaches, a little bit cooler than average. In fact, 10 degrees below what it normally is. It's normally around 75 to 78 degrees. Well, a different story, though. At least you're not experiencing this if you're visiting from the northeast. Still, that low-pressure area hanging on, still rotating around out here in the Atlantic as it heads off very slowly to the northeast. That wraparound effect still bringing snowfall into New York, Vermont, New Hampshire. Good news if you like skiing, because that snow is going to stick around for a long time up there in the northeast. For us, the watches and warnings are in place to our north. That is a freeze warning, meaning temperatures in the blue. You'll see temperatures there 32 degrees or below for a few hours. And the area in red indicates high fire danger. That may be expanded our way. In fact, we're meeting the criteria right now with the humidity at 30% and winds in excess of 10 miles an hour. They're at north-northwest at 16 now, and the pressure 30-10. That's way up there. That continues to rise, and the high today was only 66. Look at the low this morning, too, 43. We'll be at this number or slightly below it to start things off tomorrow morning. Well, temperatures right now into the low 60s up and down the coast. A little bit warmer inland, but not much. Waterleaf at 63, Parrish. You're at 62 degrees, the Meadows at 63, and Braden and Country Club pretty much the same. Laurel Oak at 63 degrees, and Northport, you're at 65. Inglewood, 62, and Venice now the same. Now, the forecast calls for that area of low pressure finally to get out of here. High pressure continues to move in from the west to the east, but it's slow in moving, so we're seeing this north to northwesterly flow around the area of high pressure. This high will eventually park to the east of the state over the weekend. As this system kind of bumps it out of here, you can see a winter storm developing over the central United States into Omaha and places to the east of that in Iowa. This frontal boundary, we'll watch it. It doesn't appear that it's going to have a huge impact on us. It may bring us a little bit of high cloudiness now and again on Saturday, but not a problem. We're going to look at a very nice weekend. Temperatures for lows tonight, as I mentioned, near the coast into the low to mid 40s, some upper 30s well inland. Highs tomorrow, once again below average, but it should be a real nice afternoon. Not as windy as it was today. and we'll see temperatures still well below average, but lots of sunshine around, so it should be, for a lot of people, a spectacular afternoon, especially folks who have to endure the long summers here. But 43 on Friday morning, we'll see temperatures warming back into the 70s, though, by Friday afternoon, so that'll be nice. And then GFS forecast is showing no clouds around tomorrow. Clouds kind of void as a result of that high pressure ridge being right over the top of us. Here comes that front. You'll notice it kind of fades away on Saturday and Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, there's a chance for some rainfall, more so on Tuesday as we start spring. This front will come through with a chance for a few showers coming our way. Temperatures now 32 in Toronto, 38 in Boston, Minot at 36, and Dallas at 69 degrees, and Atlanta 51. Northeast winds brisk to start the morning off for boaters at 15 knots, and then seas running 2 to 3 feet. They'll subside to 5 to 10 in the afternoon, turn more northwesterly in time. Here's your extended forecast. So a cold morning Thursday, highs upper 60s, back in the 70s on Friday after a chilly start. St. Patrick's Day looks great, 77, lots of sunshine. Sunday even better, 79, and then into the 80s on Monday. A chance for showers, I mentioned, on Tuesday. We'll be right back after this.
Tonight, the Secretary of State fired by the president over Twitter. The newest shakeup inside the White House. Rex Tillerson out, just as a potential face-to-face with Kim Jong-un takes shape. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
The 2018 Sarasota County Fair is set to begin March 16th through 25th. This year, there'll be rides for everyone, thanks to Bell City Amusements. Experience your favorite entertainers, along with some new and exciting acts, like the Tiger Encounter, the Kachunga and Alligator Show, comedian ventriloquist Steve Brogan, plus our new and exciting SRQ Schools at its best. And remember, ride armbands all day, every day. The 2018 Sarasota County Fair, March 16th through 25th. See you there.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
My first job was in sports, and I was so thrilled just to be working in this business. I simply love covering this area. It has been my home for more than 40 years, and now it's wonderful that I can raise my family here as well. I'm Scott Dennis, and I'm here for you.
In tonight's Dream 18, we head to Northport.
That's where ABC 7's Bob Harrigan visits the beautiful Heron Creek Golf and Country Club.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Dream 18. We are here at the lovely golf course here in Northport. This is Heron Creek Golf and Country Club. Kyle Wagger, the director of instruction here at the course, is helping me along. And Kyle, what a great hole you have here.
Oh, this is one of our best. This is number 1 of our Creek 9. It's a dog leg left around the lake here, par 4. And our goal is to keep it dry off the tee here.
Yeah, and it's tough too because you got to pick your mark as far as where you're going to hit it and how much you're going to take off.
You got to trust your sight lines and go with it.
Here we go. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Now, see, that's a great drive right there, but he may have hit it too long. Look at this. That'll put me a long way in, but should be okay. I'm going to play it's about 148. Kyle has advised me to play at 148. We'll see. Pins up front. I know this green slopes down too, so if you are long, you're gonna have a long shot up to the hole. Well, just like you said, I'm short, but I'm gonna be right there. It's right at it.
Gotta go.
Get up, get up, get up. Same thing I did, right?
Yeah. Concentrating on my chest, getting all the way through the ball so my hands don't come too much into play here.
Oh, there's a long putt for par. Oh, and as Dave Pell says, routine and rhythm, baby. Routine and rhythm. I had the line, I just didn't hit it. Look at that, nice putt, nice putt. Nice putt, that's a gimme. Kyle, thanks a lot, enjoyed coming out here and playing. Great course you got here.
Love to have you, and love to have anyone come out and see us.
That's right, call the Pro Shop. Thanks for watching another edition of Dream 18. Very familiar with that course, played it many times, over 100 times, I'm sure. Wow. 8th annual Heron Creek Community Foundation Golf Tournament comes up April 13th. They help a lot of different organizations, Habitat for Humanity, and just to name one, Spark down there as well. That's, again, April 13th for the Heron Creek Community Foundation Golf Tournament.
Awesome. You going to play?
I'd like to. We'll see.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again at 11. Have a good night.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been arrested in the state of Florida, the state attorney's office is already working on your prosecution. It's time to work on your defense. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Get to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings during the spring sales event. Take a test drive and see why Jeep Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV of all time. Or for impressive off-road performance with a little bit of Suncoast style, shop the area's largest selection of new 2018 Jeep Wranglers. Stop by today and drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Car experts and customers agree there's a lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's 2017 most trusted brand, best overall brand, and lowest 5-year cost to own. And Subaru Forester is an IIHS top safety pick for 12 years running. Now, lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester for just $219 a month. Or get 0% financing with 0 down during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Rugs as Art. You know the name, you know the building, but do you know what's inside? Yes, Rugs as Art is Florida's #1 area rug superstore, but there is so much more. Amazing furniture, accessories, and art. All this and more. Come see for yourself. You'll love our personal touch and be pleasantly surprised by our affordable prices. Rugs as Art and more. There is so much more to explore.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking an account executive to join our winning sales team. This is an outside sales position covering the Tampa DMA. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.